All right, guys, welcome. I just wanted to run through a few things with you before you come in to the digital classroom tomorrow and the following day. So I put together a little PowerPoint to run through some things with you, and hopefully this makes you feel a little bit more comfortable about knowing what to expect before coming into this digital classroom. So let's go through it together. So first thing first, Moodle. I know you guys were told that you could possibly be turning things in through Moodle or through Google Classroom, or not Google Classroom, but Google Docs. So we are going to be submitting all homework classwork through Moodle. We've done this before in class. I feel comfortable knowing that you guys are able to do this. So we're just going to continue working with that. If you want to continue to save things to your Google Docs folder that you shared with me, feel free just in case there's any issues in Moodle. It's always a safe bet. But I will be checking Moodle first. Some things to keep in mind though, I will be always having you download whatever PDF file, handout, worksheet, whichever, to Notability first. You will be asked to actually like handwrite on that, okay? I want to see that it's your work and nobody else's. So I will be expecting you to download it to Notability, do your little handwriting with your little pen thing, and then submit a PDF version of that through Moodle, okay? You will also be asked to do some sort of discussion, short response form things through Moodle too. We've done those before, basically just journal entries. So that way it can see that you're actually thinking in sentences and not just like brief worksheet types of assignments. You will have some occasional writing assignments that will be turned in via Google Docs, so that way I can leave comments for you guys, and that way it's like we're doing it in the classroom still, and you're getting that feedback from me that's actually meaningful. If we do have any writing assignments, they will also be turned in through Turnitin just to ensure that you guys are not cheating. I know you would never do that. Plagiarism is not what you guys do here, but just in case, you will be turned in through there too. For class time. So you were told class time is roughly 60 minutes, give or take how much time you are actually spending on the classwork and not being distracted by your phones or whatever's going on in the background, your dog, your cat, your brother, your sister, your whatever. So 60 minutes is what it should take from the start of your class to whatever homework you might have going on. So the first 10 to 15 minutes will be a Zoom check-in or welcome from me. So just go to Zoom first at the beginning of class, and you'll hear from me a little bit. We'll kind of get things going, and then you'll have some time to do your work. So because we are in the middle of reading The Tempest, you are going to continue doing that. A good portion of your class time will be spent reading The Tempest. There will also be some sort of comprehension questions or critical thinking assignment attached to that, and that's what you'll be submitting through Moodle, okay? I'm not going to stray away from the template that we've been working with where we read, we do some questions, we do some annotations. I want to keep that for you guys, keep that consistency so you know what's expected of you and you know the system already. There's no confusion there, okay? If you ever have questions about what's on the class time, please talk to me. We are going to continue posting everything on Moodle. It's actually going to be even more detailed than it usually is. So that way it lays everything out there for you. You're going to have all the assignments there, all the PDF files, any PowerPoints that I want you to look through or take notes on. Any videos will be linked there. Whatever it is, it'll all be linked right there, and it'll outline what exactly I expect from you, how long it should take you to do it, how many points it's worth. Whatever's actually due the following class period will be outlined on there too. So if you have any questions further than what has already been outlined on Moodle, you need to ask me. I don't want you going through this alone and feeling like unsure about anything. So please talk to me if you're confused about whatever it says on Moodle. Now, the big task, reading Shakespeare without me. I know you guys love reading it in class with me, but so that way you can bear reading it without me, I gave a few options for you guys. So you can either solely use No Fear Shakespeare, but be aware with that, I will still be referencing line numbers from your My Perspectives textbook, okay? So No Fear Shakespeare, the line numbers are just a little off. So if you are using No Fear Shakespeare, be aware if you're doing a handout for me and I'm asking about a particular line, the line numbers may be off, okay? So definitely have your textbook next to you. But if you feel more comfortable reading from No Fear Shakespeare, just reading that modern version, feel free. I want you to understand this, since you can't be asking me tons of questions right at the second you're reading it. You can't just raise your hand and call me over. I want you to be able to understand it. So if you need to use No Fear Shakespeare mainly, feel free to do that. But again, just remember, line numbers will continue to come from the textbook. Okay. I will be giving you a link to a YouTube audio so that way you can actually hear it being read versus just reading it to yourself. I know it's a lot easier for people to hear the different voices of the characters to help differentiate things, to understand the tone in which it's said. So I will link a YouTube audio for that every day in which reading's assigned. Also, you have the great online textbook through your Shelf It app. I would continue using that if you've already started. If you haven't, and you don't know how to access that, we can set up a time during the office hours that I will talk to you about in a little bit, and we can walk you through that. I can share my screen with you, and I can show you how to access your audio, okay? Um, you can also continue working with the original version and just use the No Fear Shakespeare as a reference. I know a few of you guys have come up to me and said you've been reading the textbook and then going back later and looking at the No Fear Shakespeare, and that's really helped you. So if you're that student, feel free to keep doing that, okay? But like always, if you're confused about what's going on in the text, you need to talk to me and I will answer those questions. I will break it down for you. And we can do a little tutoring session through Zoom. It'll be awesome. You are not alone while reading this, okay? Even though I'm not there physically with you guys reading it, I'm here to support you digitally, okay? So getting into our office hours. So I'm going to be holding official office hours during 8:30 to 10:20 in the morning through Zoom or email, okay? If you want to do an actual like face-to-face thing through Zoom, that'll be great. I'll just be in my Zoom room and you can click on the link and come on in and we can talk about your stuff, your questions. Or if it's just a really quick thing, you just want me to email you about it, we can totally email it about it. But you can always email me, okay? Please email me if you're confused. If it's after school hours and you're like, I can't get a hold of Miss Condos through Zoom anymore, send me an email. That is what I'm here for. The only thing with that, remember, I do sleep early. So if you're sending me an email at some midnight, I can assure you I will not respond at 12:01 in the morning or 12:30 in the morning or 1 in the morning. I will be responding during my office hours at 8:30 in the morning. Okay. So just be aware of that. And if it's a question about homework, do your best that you can. Submit whatever you can by 9 in the morning, like you guys are supposed to. And we can talk about that and we can work it out and you don't have to stress about points and things like that. Just know that I'm here to help you. Okay. So that's really like what I got for you on here. I'll go back to last night so you're not looking at a black screen. But I want you to know, although this is a super unique, unknown, kind of scary for some people. I know some of you guys are a little more excited. You were kind of crossing your fingers that school would get canceled, but for a lot of you guys, I know it makes you nervous to be doing a lot of schoolwork all by yourself without your teacher there, and you're having to discern what is right, what is wrong. You're not alone. Okay, we are still here for you. We have set up so many different resources for you guys to still succeed and us to still teach you to the best of our abilities and make sure that you feel comfortable with the information that we're giving you, comfortable with the activities we're giving you, and that you feel like you're really learning something. Okay, so this is a quick little rundown. We will have class tomorrow starting for B Day. I'm very excited to see you guys on here. And for my A-Day students, I can't wait to see you guys on whatever day that is. I'm drawing a blank. Today's Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, on Thursday. Okay. And have a great night. And I can't wait to see all of your beautiful faces bright and early on either Wednesday or Thursday. I love you guys. Have a good night.